And then the benefits of empathy. Somebody asked me this question once. I prepared for this question so much. I knew my first time I presented for PMI, as I was doing this presentation, there was a lady who was going to the seminar, and I knew she was going to ask me a very thought-provoking question on empathy. So I did my research even more than I do normally. And when I finally got to the presentation, the question that she asked me was, what is the benefit of empathy? And I was almost shocked, like floored, because I wasn't expecting such a simple question, right? I was expecting something on a much grander scale. But the answer immediately came to me, and the biggest benefit of empathy is that it just makes you feel good, right? If you help somebody get through something, you make them feel good, but it makes yourself you make yourself feel good. So there is definitely a selfish, benefit of empathy. If you can make yourself feel better, by all means, do it. It helps to improve collaboration among the teams. Throughout the entire organization, right? It just creates that open flow and that open dialogue, right? You're creating more cultural awareness, right? Again, when we touch back on the cultural differences, if you're making that effort to understand what somebody else's background is about, you're becoming more aware of how to deal with other people in the future. And then finding the balance for all this, which is, the tricky part, is you need to understand the situation. You need to know which level of support that people need, and you need to provide the appropriate level of support. You also, through that, you just need to be wary of your own emotions. And then you need to treat other people how they want to be treated, right? There's a lot of back and forth going on right now between people about the golden rule and the platinum rule. Golden rule is treat others how you want to be treated. Platinum rule is treat others how they want to be treated. I prefer the platinum rule. If somebody were to come to me and treat me how I wanted to be treated, that I wouldn't react to it, right? I can take things more bluntly than other people can, whereas somebody else may not be able to take that, right? So I don't want to treat them how I would want to be treated, right? I want somebody to be a little more forceful with me. If I go to Mary, a little secretary who's having, tons of emotional problems, and I'm just extremely blunt with her, she's not going to want to, she'd probably break down. She might cry. She might have negative, adversely affected by this. So treat others how they want to be treated. Again, it goes back to that cultural, that sexual, that race, that ethnicity, gender. Put yourself in their shoes. And I think the platinum rule applies to that as far as the platinum rule. So I'd like to ask a few questions and think about this as we get ready to do the Q&A, because I want to try to touch on a couple of these. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to type them in or ask them at the end of it. But what does empathy mean to you, right? What do you get out of it? What do you want to offer other people, right? Why does it matter in the workplace? Does it matter in the workplace? Does it matter that you have stronger relationships so that you're there for one another? Yeah, you only work with these people 8 to 9 hours a day, but most of the time you see these people more than you see your own family. So why would you not want to have that stronger bond and that stronger connection with them, right? How can you improve your own perception of how other people feel, right? Improving your own perception when they're coming to you and they're sharing a story with you. What is your immediate perception? Are you saying, oh, here we go again? Or are you actually trying to fully understand and immerse yourselves in the situation that they're in? And then what steps, if any, are you going to take to make others feel like they can turn to you when they need someone to talk to? Do you want to be that person that they turn to? Would you rather have them go to somebody else? All those answers, if you answer yes to them, they're all fine. But you need to make that clear to them ahead of time so that they don't feel like they're being falsely led down a path of you not wanting to help them. And then finally, like I said at the beginning of this, was go out and leave the world in a better place than you found it. One of my biggest hopes for this is that you just take empathy, and I need to apply it as well myself. Go out there and try to make someone's world better. When somebody comes to you, even if you don't know, does it take too much out of your time, and does it kill you to sit there and listen to them talk for a minute? Figure out if you can do that with somebody that you don't know, think about the possibilities of what you can do with people that you do know and that you do know in the workplace. So with that, I know we kind of breezed through these slides rather quickly. I'd like to open it up for a Q&A, and let's start discussing our feelings and how we can make each other feel better. Thank you, guys.